Sometimes toddlers show absolutely zero interest in trying anything new. They want what's familiar to them. They want what they like. But when this happens, you need a new angle, a new way to engage your toddler with food. I'm Jill Castle. I'm a pediatric dietitian and mom of 4. I've raised my own picky eater, and I've helped thousands of families with their picky eating children. In this video, I'm going to cover 3 different ways you can actually build engagement with food, and it has nothing to do with eating food. By the way, if you're new here, I have tons of videos on fussy eaters and toddler nutrition. Hit the subscribe button below so you don't miss my next one. First, let's talk about the reasons why your toddler won't try anything new or eat. Number 1, boredom. Toddlers get bored like we do. When they see the same foods over and over again, they get bored and they're not interested. The other reason they get bored is if they're sitting alone in their high chair or their little table by themselves and there's no social interaction around eating, that's pretty boring. It's not enticing to sit there by yourself. What toddlers really need is social interaction. Another reason is that there's too much pressure to try something new. There's too much focus on eating and food and trying, and your toddler gets turned off. They become disinterested, disengaged. And the third reason is distraction. If you've got an iPad, a TV, toys at the table every time your toddler sits down to eat, they're not engaged with the food, they're engaged with the TV. And those entertainment devices become more engaging than the food itself. And there's one thing you need to know about toddlers before we dive in, and that is that they are developmentally driven to be curious, to be independent, and to waffle back and forth between I need you, I want you, and leave me alone. From a developmental standpoint, they are learning their language, they're learning words, and it's a great way to lean into food activities that help them in this developmental process. And last, we know that toddlers learn best. In fact, all children learn best when they have the ability to be hands-on with the thing that they're learning about. So with that in mind, the following tips I have for you are leaning into toddler development and the hands-on experiences. So here are 3 ways to increase your toddler's curiosity and interest in food. When toddlers won't eat, sometimes we need to zoom out and focus on ways to just get them playing and engaging with food and lose the focus on eating. Think of this as building bridges to actually eating food. Number 1, let your toddler help you in the kitchen. Let them prepare foods. Let them help you cook foods. For example, they can add ingredients to something that you're preparing. It might be flour, it might be a pinch of salt, it might be cracking an egg and adding it into batter. Let them get involved. Let them help you prep ingredients. They can wash lettuce, they can wash carrots and cucumbers, they can tear up lettuce. Having them help you prep the ingredients gets their hands on the food. And of course, stirring and blending food, whatever you're making. My son used to sit on the counter on Saturday mornings and help stir the pancake batter. It was a routine, it was a ritual. He was engaged with food. And of course, most toddlers, when they get engaged with food, they're more interested in licking their fingers, tasting the end product. Having your toddler help in the kitchen is highly engaging. And yes, it might be messy, but that's okay. Messes can be cleaned up. If you're curious whether your child is ready to do some cooking with you, check out my free guide, Cooking Skills by Age. The second way to engage your toddler and build interest in food is use food as part of an art project. You can use fruits and vegetables to make a funny face on a plate or to build a landscape. Talk about the shapes, the sizes, the colors of the fruits and vegetables to help your toddler build their language. You can have your toddler sort vegetables and fruit by color. You can play a game called Name That Fruit, building their language so they can communicate better around food and nutrition. Playing a game with fruits and vegetables builds your toddler's language. And third, set up a sensory station. You can set up different foods on the countertop and let your toddler touch each one, smell each one, lick it, touch it and feel it. This builds more awareness around the senses. And if you do have a toddler who seems to be a little bit more sensitive to things like texture or smell, it actually can help desensitize them to those characteristics. All of these experiences allow your toddler to engage with food without having to eat it, which is very, very important. It's a pressure-free way of teaching children about food. Allow your toddler to change the shape of their peanut butter and jelly sandwich, for example. Maybe you have some cookie cutters. Maybe you cut it into a square one day, a circle another day, a triangle another day. Letting your toddler be engaged in this process and actually tell you what they want can be very helpful. Now, don't ask them, what kind of shape do you want today? What you would do is say, do you want your peanut butter and jelly sandwich in a square, or do you want it in a triangle today? And let them choose which one. If you have a safe toddler knife, you can use that and let your toddler cut their own sandwich. If you're serving peanut butter on a cracker for snack time, let your toddler take a toddler plastic knife and swipe the peanut butter themselves on the crackers. This is all building engagement. Last, you can show your toddler how to string food on like a toothpick, for example. Cheese and deli meat, they can string it together, fruit, vegetables, onto these toothpicks. Again, it's just another way to build engagement and interest in food. And I have a couple of extra tips for you. When you do these food engagement activities, do it separately from mealtime or snack time. Let it be a fun activity during your day, but don't tie it to a mealtime or snack time because it can feel like pressure to your child. If you can do this in a different location than where your toddler would normally eat, that's even better because it makes it feel new. It doesn't make it feel like mealtime. I know this can be really hard, but avoid pressuring your toddler to taste or eat the foods that they are working with. Don't praise them if they decide to taste it themselves. Many toddlers will, but don't lay on the praise because that can feel like pressure also. And last tip, if your toddler is getting distressed, seems disinterested, starts behaving inappropriately or badly, you can just end the session. We want to keep this positive and fun. If you want to encourage your fussy eater to try new foods, there's definitely more to it. Make sure you watch the next video here, and I will see you next time.